predict that.
Who's taking bets?
And apparently we are live now. Let's see if anyone can hear us out there in internet world. I know Mama Negan is with us. Mama Negan, can you give us a... Oh, but Mama Negan already chatted, and I made the chat only... You can only chat every 1 minute because we had the porn bots last time. I'm going to send her a message.
Yeah, it's all good, the audio.
What's that? Oh, you can hear the
The
audio.
audio is all good.
Good
Yeah.
man. All right.
Good.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the #1 Tyranid shit show on the internet, the Creature Conference. We are coming to you live this evening from Hydra. Where are we coming to live from?
Rick Priestley's Hot Rod Garage.
Woo! Rick Priestley's Hot Rod Garage, and why is that?
Basically because I think it's for tabletoppers, it probably looks like out of scale what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
But what I'm actually doing here is customizing some Star Wars toys.
Yeah.
And giving them a new paint job. And
anyone
yeah.
who's followed you for any length of time at all, that would not be weird for them. I feel like you post a lot of Star Wars content. You do your cool Skeletor Dark account where you do fun pictures of Star Wars miniatures, or not miniatures, Star Wars figures.
Yeah.
And Masters of the Universe. So yeah.
Yeah, because summer holidays are approaching quickly, and we are going to have a trip to the beach.
Yep.
Which was last year already a blast because I met with a friend there and we made those,
Well, your friend's on Instagram. You can give him a plug.
What?
Isn't your friend on Instagram?
Yeah, that's Sir Whipsalot.
Sir Whipsalot, who also does really awesome Star Wars photography.
Yeah, he does. But he also does all kinds of other things, and he has become part of a like a small group which is called the Misfits Collective.
Yeah.
And they kind of feature each other's stuff and other people's stuff and all kinds of shit. And I think that's pretty awesome. And he has gone so far that I'm so far behind. But, I am trying. So I'm going, well, no. First things first. Last year we met at the beach and took our toys with us. And while the ladies were handling the kids, the men went and played with their toys at the beach, which was amazing. And we had one afternoon of picture taking, and we made up this little story. And this year, I'm going to go back to that very same place.
Yeah.
And we have not decided if we continue the story or not, but I want to go prepared for whatever comes to my mind, because the beach is a perfect place to take boy pictures, because you can with sand so easily shift the scale of things.
Yeah.
And I want some skimmers I bought for cheap. Star Wars toys are in Germany far from as cheap as in the US. But I got these first order, late Star Wars things, but I found them quite cool, and they give a great look once they're a little bit rusted up. They have been like gray and metal before, and I now want to, prepare them for a trip to the beach.
They got to get their beach bod ready. You know that expression, beach bod?
Is that one of those beach racers?
No, a beach bod is when you're going to the beach and you wanna pick up the lovely ladies or the lovely gentlemen, and you got to make sure that you're beach ready. You got to get your beach bod on, nice and fit.
Yeah, I definitely need to get that on.
So we got a bunch of people in the chat, but Floppy just showed up, and Floppy says, "Cult limos. Yeah." And those do look like they could be cult limos, Simon.
Oh, they do. They are just roughly out of scale.
Yeah.
But I have been invited to take part in a project where it is necessary to build a starship, or at
Whoa.
least like um, a small aircraft. And give me a sec.
Can you talk to us
And
about
I
that
think
project? That sounds interesting.
I'm not
Or
sure how
not
much
yet.
of that. Yeah, I will tell you more once I know more. But I just know that yeah, you need to build a starship, and when you turn this thing upside down, it already looks pretty awesome as a starship.
Oh shit! Hold on, your video's frozen. I'm not seeing your most up-to-date video. Okay, show it to us again. Oh, wait, give us some more angles on it. That does look like a starship.
So when you look at it like this, it just needs some wings, and then you're
Yep.
pretty good already.
What the hell?
And what I absolutely love is just taking out those screws and see
Yeah.
how this toy is actually built. And
Yeah.
it consists of so many different parts, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But when you take a 28mm miniature, it looks
Rather large.
yes, it looks large for what it's supposed to be. But when you turn it upside down and pretend it's like here's the cockpit and here's the pilot, and
I feel
then
like
it,
there's a Kroot dude
can be-
on Instagram who used one of those to make a Kroot skimmer, but I can't remember which Kroot dude it was. Hammer something? Hammering? I don't know.
should look it up.
Yeah,
It works, and
Nice.
yeah, really looking forward to that. The only thing I need to fix now is that I try to mess around with some pigments here, because I
Yeah.
thought, sand and then sand pigments, but those pigments are shit. Basically, they have been a gift by like a freebie by some company, and yeah, they
No, you thought they were a gift. They turned out to be a curse.
yeah, sort of. And I'm having probably I'm not handling them properly, because the coverage is the spray paint that I put onto these brown seats
Yeah.
has been like old spray paint, and therefore is rather glossy,
Yeah.
and a very slick coat, and therefore the color, well, the water doesn't pool around evenly. It just stays in like pools in little dots,
Yep.
which gives the whole thing an awkward thing. But I just explained myself what I should do. The solution to everything: alcohol.
I was gonna say, isn't like alcohol what you're supposed to use with pigments? I don't. Oh wait, do you mean in your mouth or on the model? Because here,
Oh.
I got some alcohol for my mouth. I got some Lagavulin here. Thinking about you.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. I got this nice Bavarian Pilsner. Which
Nice.
sounds like a curse.
Wait, I thought we didn't like Bavaria.
Mm-hmm. There are very few exceptions to that rule.
Most of them beer related.
Yeah. Or tabletop related.
Oh, okay.
So,
Before we get too far into tonight's creature conference, I wanted to check with everyone if you had a moment for me to speak to you about our Lord and Savior, the Emperor of Mankind.
Of course.
Someone's acting strangely.
Flynn got it. Yeah, so I just wanted to like drop a note because this happened literally right before the chat started. My phone rings and I pick up the phone and I'm like, hello? And they're like, hi, is this Nicholas? I'm like, yes. And they go, were you there the day that Horus fell? And I'm like, motherfucker. Because I'm not gonna say I want to plug them, but I don't want to plug them. So situation is that if you hate Space Marines like the rest of us, or you've been living under a rock, Age of Darkness drops tomorrow. It's the big giant Horus Heresy box set. And as Flynn said, I've been acting strangely, and I was talking about how when we did the review of Adepticon, that the Beaky Marine was one of my favorite miniatures from Adepticon that they previewed.
Yeah.
And how people were like, "Yo, what the hell is wrong with you? You love Tyranids, you hate Space Marines."
Yes.
But I do love those Beakies. But it is the case that my brother is obsessed with Space Marines, and he's obsessed with Horus Heresy, and he lives in Japan, and he's coming back to visit us at the end of June. So I don't know why, but he doesn't want to buy the Horus Heresy box in Japan. He wants to buy it here. So I like placed a pre-order for him with my friendly local gaming store. But my friendly local gaming store is not supposed to start selling this thing until tomorrow, because that's when it goes live. Like, that's the official Games Workshop drop date. Street date, I guess is the word they use for it in the biz.
Street date.
But my friendly local gaming store is fucking awesome. And I wish I could plug them, but I also don't want to get them in trouble. And they're like, yeah, it goes on sale. It's supposed to go on sale at midnight, but you want to come get it right now, you can come get it right now. And I'm like, if this was Tyranids and I wasn't about to start a stream, I would come get it right now. But I will have to come and get it tomorrow. They're like, yeah, no problem. But I just really appreciate that, because like it's good to have a gaming store that cares about their gamers and cares about their patrons, and they want to do nice things for them, because I don't feel like Games Workshop is really into that anymore. They're a little more like super corporate and like, this is the way, like, I don't know. Anyway, I just thought it was really cute, especially when the guy called me and he was like, were you there when Horus fell? And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
So shadow plug to them without actually saying who they are. If you're in the GTA and I know who you are, send me a DM and I can tell you where they're at and how to get some goodness from them. But I'm not going to be talking about it openly on the stream because I don't want to get them in trouble.
We don't want to get the local Games Workshop into trouble.
Not Games Workshop. Games Workshop would not do this.
I know. I'm just teasing.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I got to go pick up a big giant box of Marines tomorrow.
I bet your hands will tingle and burn while you carry them.
Well, I told you I really like those Beakies, and the very first Games Workshop models I ever saw in my life were RTB Beaky Marines and pewter Harlequins. So I've always had a soft spot for Beakies.
Seriously, I love them too. I tried to build an army with them once.
Really?
Yeah.
Mantis? The Mantis Warriors?
No, another Space Marine army. When I started working for Games Workshop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, though we're supposed to be talking about Tyranids, is anyone else here feeling the curse, feeling the urge, feeling the tug of the Age of Darkness box? Let us know in the chat. Also, I wanted to warn the chat, because for anyone who's been here before and is active in the chat, like many of you are, as Bargaze summarized earlier, what do you say, Shields full front Slaneshi incursion or something like that? We had some significant Slaneshi incursions on the last stream, so I changed a few of the settings in the stream so that only people who are subscribed can comment in the chat, and people can only post a chat comment once a minute. So I'm sorry for slowing anyone down who wants to post more frequently than that, but just want to keep those Slanesh bots out. And I'm happy to see that you're all subscribed, because you're all like chatting away. So thank you.
That's how they, make you.
I have admin privileges. I can type more than one message a minute.
You jammy bastard! Always just rubbing it in everyone else's face, aren't you? Are you typing your more than one message a minute with your Protonid? What's that for?
Subscribing costs nothing. Hit the button and ring the bell. And drop a like while you're at it too.
And if we don't get any Slanesh bots this week, then I'll turn off the 1 minute thing, and then I'll just leave on the subscribe thing to encourage people to subscribe. Because realistically, if you come to the stream, these are the only videos I'm releasing these days. I will get back to releasing other videos soon, but it's not like I'm going to be bombarding you with subscription notifications for other crap that you don't want to watch. until I get that Space Marine box open and all my videos are about painting Space Marines, then all bets are off.
Ooh.
Oh.
And then you rename the stream to Age of Mr. Pink. Boom, 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 boom.
The Corvus Conference, is that what you call the Raven Guard? Are they Corvus something? I don't know.
Maybe. Are you asking me
Ooh.
about Space Marines?
I don't know. Flynn, what's up?
I was going to say, speaking of a segue, Corax White might be no more, seeing as they're releasing a new White Scar spray.
Wait, but that's just the spray, right?
Yeah.
You'll still be able to get
But
their shitty, crappy white in pots, won't you?
Oh, yeah, but I mean, it's in like a undercoating base spray for white, which,
Yes.
ironically, is what the old white spray used to be called.
It used to be called what?
The old, when I first started in fourth, the black and white spray cans were Chaos Black and White Scar.
Oh, okay. I don't remember.
And a lot of the new contrast paints that have come out with the old paint names.
Interesting.
So like you've got Snakebite Leather, which used to be one of the old paints.
Yo, I love Snakebite Leather. That was you don't have to tell me about Snakebite Leather. That was like one of my OG favorite paints.
And one of the new 25 coming out is Leviathan Purple, which I remember using for my nids back in the day.
I forgot about that one.
Out.
I remember Lich Purple.
Oh, Mama Negan's called me out saying no, it's Skull White.
I thought it was Skull White. Thank you, Mama Negan. Yes, I thought it was Skull White.
Well, I remember there being a White Scar paint though at one point.
I think it was in a jar. Wait, but
yeah.
If what's the black primer called now? If it's not called Chaos Black, is it called Chaos Black? No.
I don't know.
No.
Or was it Abaddon Black or something?
Oh right, okay, Abaddon Black. Yeah, okay. Black Legion,
Okay.
blah blah blah, Space Marine. You know.
Yeah.
Oh
no, it's called Chaos Black now.
Maybe it always has been.
I remember it was something different at one point. But anyway, I digress. New paint, yay!
Yeah, so that's another piece of Games Workshop hobby news that came out this week. New paint. They like did this teaser thing where they're like, "Oh, we're doing something new with paints. It's going to be huge." And I looked over on Reddit and people came up with all kinds of cool new ideas for what it could be. And then it's just more paint colors. And they're trying real hard to hype it up. They're like, "Ooh, these like vibrant colors. Ooh." And it's like they're just paint colors.
I thought those were, washes and additional contrast paints.
Yep, you're right. You got the full story right there.
Okay.
There's not much more to it.
If you have been living under a rock, and that has pretty much summarized my experience, and I felt like, okay, apparently I'm missing something more obvious here, but yeah. Why bother? Okay, I have to admit that there are certain contrast paints that actually have found their way into my collection of paints.
Yeah.
And I'm using them rather frequently.
Yeah.
For example, Agros Earth Dunes.
Mm-hmm.
And what's that?
Because you're a big fan of brown?
Yeah. Yeah. And the other, this very dark brown wormwood thing, I guess.
Oh, is that a contrast?
I think so, yes. I'm looking for it.
I think I have that one.
But all of them, yeah.
Are you doing exciting? No, you're not doing any exciting things on your video. I thought your video was frozen.
No, I'm not moving because I'm trying to do different things at the same time.
Yeah. Flynn, what's going on in the chat? Let's do a little tour and see what's shaking.
Okay, so I'm gonna go straight back to the top. Monica goes, "Hold up, when have I been promoted to general?" As in response to him going, "Hello," he went there. "Well, hello there." And
That's
whenever someone says that, you have to reply. You have to reply with General Kenobi.
Oh, I did not know that.
Bar guys with sets /S shields to double front.
Yep.
Where are we going?
Pew, 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 pew.
Burmis goes, are we going to see Barcase Muscular Phalange in this stream?
The what?
The what?
Phalange? Yeah, Muscular Phalange in this stream? I think it's to do with the set shields. That set the Savannah shields to double front.
Oh, okay.
Barcase goes, I am very protected of my muscular phalange.
Okay. I think it's some kind of anatomy thing. I think they're making anatomy jokes.
Yeah, phalange has a wing. Right over to gone. Mr. Pink collecting the heresy box in a full hazmat suit.
It burns! It burns!
Nice.
That said, the Junestealer I was just photographing the post is probably going to have muscular phalanges. Phalanges!
I'm excited to hear that Bargas is posting new Junestealers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's always good news.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can't wait for more.
Have you sorry.
Go on. No, you go on.
Have you guys been watching Stranger Things?
I need to.
Yeah.
I've only seen like the first episode, I think.
Okay. Oh, that's
yeah, for sure.
That's yeah. Okay, then there's not much to discuss, but I have to say that this show's concerning me on a new level I have not suggested it would.
It's what concerning you? What do you mean?
Yeah, because they're like all those big bad Russians in there.
Yeah.
With their very brutal way and very inhumane way. And this is like I think I have very good media competence, so I can fairly well know that things are a movie or a book, and that it's not happening in reality.
Yeah.
But with that right now, it feels like almost too much.
Oh, like this is a weird time for them to be doing Russians. Because like last season when they did Russians, it was like, ha ha ha, Russians. Like Russians are kind of like this fake. It's kind of like putting Cthulhu in there. Like the kind of Russians that you see on screen, they're like this fake caricature of an actual Russian. Like taken from the taken from like the Cold War, but now we're getting into a place where Russians are once again a threat. Is that what you mean?
Yes, pretty much. And when you see like them being cruel and violent, it's suddenly very close to what really is happening and everyone knows about. And that's to me almost too much.
All right, where were we?
Where is it? Pete Hampson says, I want to get Age of Darkness stuff to chaos up for my Slaneshi Chaos Marine.
Nice.
Firecracker has gone. Flynn might be Harad temporarily spaced up and down the time stream. Obviously, for the last few weeks, I have been throwing my voice a lot.
You say throwing your voice. I didn't really know that expression when you said it.
It's basically ventriloquism.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta say, Flynn, I know your audio is not great right now because you're coming through your phone, but I'm glad that we can actually have a conversation with you again.
Yeah,
that's right.
Did you watch the stream, Hydra? Did you watch last week's stream to see how bad it was?
I started watching it, yes, and at some point
because it was so bad.
Yep. Sorry to admit it, but yeah.
Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah, it was bad on my end.
No,
No, it was bad
was
on everyone's end.
it was
We've been joined by High Fleet Mantis.
What? Oh, nice. Hi, Fleet Mantis.
We-
Welcome. Hydra, what were you going to say about it being bad?
oh no, I just started watching it and then something got in the way, like
A child?
Stranger Things.
Oh, gotcha.
No, and I decided to watch that.
Here I was thinking we were going to talk about Kenobi, and I started watching Kenobi.
Oh yes, you you said that my cow looked like the Kenobi. Apparently, there's this Kenobi thing going on, and that
Oh,
my
yeah.
thing like Kenobi thing, and I have not seen Kenobi, so this is unfair.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, I'd say wait till Wednesday, because then all the episodes should be out. Because apparently it's only 6 episodes.
Oh,
Oh, no.
really?
I didn't realize it was
Yeah.
that early.
Yeah,
I had it
Apparently
kind of
there's a
spoiled
movie-
for... Oh, go ahead.
because the movie theaters in America, which are doing a whole, we're gonna watch all of the episodes in one go,
Okay.
and so
Oh,
they have all the Kenobi episodes. You can watch it like a
film?
a long film.
Yeah.
Because without the intro, exit, and everything.
So all 6 episodes in a row.
Yeah.
And how long is an episode?
40 minutes?
40 minutes to strap in for a
Okay.
5-hour, 32-minute ride.
Oh.
They do the standard Disney thing where the first episode is like 50 minutes, 58 minutes, and then every other episode gets progressively shorter. Until the last one is super long.
Okay, you could almost assume there's a scheme behind that.
Yeah, I think it's so that you think you're getting a lot up front, and then they just kind of like... But I had it a little bit spoiled for me, slightly, because one of the a YouTuber who I watch, who like reviews different like TV shows and crap like that, he was streaming and just like having like a random chat on the stream, and then he and like the person who they were gonna like review Kenobi together, they made this comment about one of the characters in Kenobi, and I'm not gonna repeat it because then once I saw it I couldn't unsee it, and it was really annoying.
Okay.
But once you've watched it, if you want to, you can ask me about it, and I'll tell you the really annoying thing that you can't unsee once you've seen it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've read an article and about it like after the first 2 episodes dropped.
Yep.
And there was also, I'm very easily entertained. I don't mind different things where people get upset about.
Oh,
But
this was
there
not a Star Wars thing. This was just like a stupid thing. This was just like an acting thing.
Okay.
Yeah. But what did you read about?
I read about the problem with the time in
I don't
that,
know that one.
so as it's supposed to be like after episode what?
3?
3.
3, yes.
Yeah, 10 years.
So and the time in which so the actor would need to age drastically to get in line with what's coming up next.
Oh, you mean like Ewan
Yeah.
McGregor would have to age drastically to be like old as Alec Guinness?
Yes.
Oh, well, maybe he does like a force thing and he gets old. Like, remember when the Emperor got hit with his own force lightning and then got old all of a sudden?
Yeah, or he goes to a face reshaper.
Mm-hmm.
But
Hey,
there's
can you
two
look me? Everyone that's the newest thing. Everyone wants to look old now. Can you do that to me as well?
There's 2 things I don't like about that. One, that's been a complaint since Revenge of the Sith. People have always complained about it, saying, "Oh, in 20 years he's meant to age like he's 40 years older."
Who
Just like,
cares? Yeah.
Okay, one, he's living on a desert world.
And
with
listen,
harsh
and
conditions.
not wearing a fucking hat or
It's well
sunscreen.
aging.
Dude is rolling around on some like camel analog, and he hasn't got a shit thing on his head. He's just like bacon. Dude is from Scotland, and he's got so much skin cancer. Apparently, skin cancer doesn't exist in the Star Wars universe. Oh my god, it pisses me off. Sorry. That's not the thing that I couldn't unsee, but that's something that pissed me off.
We we have just been joined by Wickerbert, aka Mega Potato.
Mega Potato! Drink!
Woo! Good evening.
Good evening, good sir.
I was like, I don't know who Wickavert is, but Mega Potato, I know who Mega Potato is. If you have not checked out Mega Potato and speak German, you should check out Mega Potato. What is it? Wait, what is it actually? Is the blog called Maga Potato? What is it?
Maga Botato.
Botato. Maga Bodato.
When you say it, it almost sounds like Japanese.
That is probably something I'm gonna do. On account of once having spoken Japanese.
Once have
Are you
don't do
serious
any...
right now? Are you painting a Tyranid?
Yes, I am.
What the hell? Sorry, I just caught up. Also,
Yeah, apparently, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm painting a Tyranid right now.
Amazing.
And I'm wondering what the fuck am I doing, because it has been so long.
Can you just hold it up a little bit high, center into the screen, Hydra?
Yeah, come on, buddy.
Well,
Don't tell me you've done
No,
it.
it's a secret. You cannot do something in secret when you paint it on a stream, right?
No,
So
it doesn't work so
there.
well. Oh god, he's so good. What a
You like
sexy
it? I love the
friggin'
paint job.
Tyranid, yes.
I
You
love
like
the
it?
paint job, but it's the kangaroo pose that's just killing it for me.
I love it. I love it.
Good,
Are you
because
secretly
maybe...
What?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you secretly painting it for me?
Yes.
Wait, did we talk about this?
No.
Oh. Awesome.
Oh. Yes. Well, we kind of did. I found this during my high fleet
I remember
review,
that.
and you said he looks awesome, and I said, well, I tried contrast paints on him, and he almost looks like your high fleet, and he said, yeah, you could paint him for me, and I said, yeah, maybe, and I decided, yeah, why not?
Thanks, buddy. He's awesome. I don't have a Swarm Lord. That'd be perfect. And I love it even more because I don't have to paint it myself. He can join Carl here. Carl the Lictor, who's been supervising my work from your high fleet for quite some time.
Very good. Yes, it's fun to paint and turn it again.
You should do it more often.
I should.
You know what? I was about to give you shit for not doing Junestealer stuff, and then I realized that you did Junestealer stuff before everyone. You did it like immediately.
Yeah, that was hilarious. That was so much fun making the cow that it got carried away completely.
We should talk about that, but I want to. Oh, I feel like I didn't ask Flynn. Flynn, how's your hobby going this week? Did you get much time for hobby?
Oh yeah, I've got a bit done. Been working on some Junestealer posts, actual models, not.
I was gonna say
the
shit
action
takes
figures.
with your toys.
Yeah, no, I've actually been getting some actual models done.
Yeah.
So they'll be coming out. They'll be getting posted soonish. It's the hard bit is actually figuring out more shit takes to post about. It gets trickier. Nothing's living up to the hype of the Junestealer.
You mean
No matter
no one
how
has
hard I
stolen
try.
your other memes yet?
Yet, even though I did a meme stealer joke as well.
That could have been better.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, but this is how it goes. Yes, you put so much work into one project, and no one cares for it, and then you do something stupid, and suddenly it goes out.
Agreed.
Story of my Instagram. The most throwaway, shittiest joke I could make blows up more than any other post I have done.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
The first mistake was caring what the internet thinks.
Well, this is very
Huh?
this is very very paradox, right?
Yeah.
Like on the one side, we keep repeating that, like we don't care, and I'm telling myself that I should not care.
Yeah.
And on the other side, I'm caring because,
Keep posting.
it's like, huh?
You keep posting. Like we keep posting. If we didn't care, we
Yes.
wouldn't post.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
I keep posting, and on shitty days where everything's screwed, this can really make a difference when you see that people care for your stuff.
Yeah, true.
Uh,
I think the better way to do it is to find people whose opinions you trust and care about, and see what they think of it.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. Like I care what people like on this stream think about stuff, but like we can have that conversation here, or like people like comment and stuff like that. But if you're just looking at like the likes on your posts, like that's not very indicative, because that's
right.
randoms from the internet.
I don't know if I wanted to ask you that. When you open Instagram,
yeah,
what's the first thing you check?
That's a good question. I usually like messages. I think I check messages first.
Me too. And I have observed myself, and I see that this has changed.
Really?
When I started using Instagram, I was like scrolling down and liking things, and ignoring, what I, Oh, there, look, Flynn. So I cared for the content, and when I started posting my own things, the first thing that I looked onto were the likes. So okay, let's see what the likes say, and see how many likes my last post got, and blah 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 blah.
That was years ago, though, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
Until I would say a year ago.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not sure why, but that has changed. And now when I'm opening up Instagram, first thing I look for are the as you said, the messages.
Yeah. I wonder if maybe Facebook has like changed the algorithm in some subtle ways to try and push us in that direction. Like they forced people to use messages, because when you post stories, if you want to leave a comment on a story, it goes to your messages.
I don't think so.
Well, when it comes to like app development, the golden chalice that all app developers are trying to get is how long you spend on their platform a day.
Yeah.
So like your daily active users is like the number of people who use your platform every day, and also like the amount of time that each one of those users is spending on your platform. And I guess if you're having like chats through messages, that can be seen as like a higher length of time that people are spending on your platform. But I'm just like free balling it, whatever. Flynn, what were you gonna say?
So 2 bits, like going with what we've just said, is it makes more sense of the whole, they're sending you notification of, oh, you might be interested in following this person, and then you get to the point of, I'm following so many people, I'm not seeing all their posts. Oh, why don't you go and hit the notification bell? Because they didn't really tell anyone about the whole, you can click on the Instagram logo and drop it down to following, and it will show all the people you're following, not just all like the.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. What the hell? I'm supposed to work in social media. Goddamn.
Do you not know about that?
You can do that now?
Yeah, you click.
Oh fuck!
You go onto Instagram right now. Click on when you're on the home page.
Yeah.
Click where the word says Instagram. It comes with a drop down, and then you can select following, and there's another one that you can select, which is favorites. So people you favorited, you can see theirs on there as well.
Oh my god! I didn't even know that was a button.
Yeah. They added it in and didn't say anything.
Oh, but it's a separate feed. It's a separate feed.
It's a separate feed, but
it like swipes you over.
You're following.
But I still get ads and shit. Oh, but it doesn't do the suggestion stuff?
It doesn't do the suggestions. I don't get any ads on it. It only shows me people I'm actually following, so it stops you missing out.
Favorites is really cool, because I think I have you guys in my favorite. Well, there's Hydra in my favorites.
And also, it's by timeline. So it's if someone was posted a post like 3 days ago,
Yeah.
that's not appearing above someone who's posted a post like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So you're actually able to see
Oh, it's
all the
chronological.
people you're following when they make a post. Yeah, chronological.
Nice.
So
But
it's
that's how it worked
lot-
in the beginning, right?
yeah. And it's what
And I feel
people
like
want.
this is how it still should be working.
Yeah, true. Well,
Yeah.
but the reason they change it is because they want to have more control over what you see.
Yes.
Like, that's not
And
just
it's
me
also
being
people
like
pay.
tinfoil hat. That's like literally why they do it.
It's like if I've paid to advertise my post to people who don't follow me, it's not going to work well if they don't get people to start following them. You know what I'm trying to say?
Okay, so
Don't show it to people.
once again, for those dumb like me, what do I do to see what people post that I really care for?
Okay, can you see my video?
So,
No.
Can you pull it up or no? Do you even have it up? Do you even care at all?
go home on Instagram.
Yes.
And then you go see the
On the
Instagram
top
word at the
where it-
top, where it
The
says
int-
Instagram. You press on
Yes.
Instagram,
Yes.
and then a little button will come down, and it's got following or it says favorites. And if you press
Yes.
on the following that comes down, it moves you over to a different feed. So this
Yes.
feed now only shows posts from people you're following, and I think Flynn said it shows it in chronological order. Is that what
Yeah.
you said? Because
Yeah,
Oh,
Instagram
yeah.
changes up the order all the time on you.
Yes.
And then you can also go back, you can do it again, you can go to favorites. But in order for you to have like stuff in your favorites feed, you have to go and like go to someone's profile and make them a favorite. So like you're one of my favorites because I went to your profile, I went under following, and I clicked, there's a star button that
Yes.
makes you a favorite. I also have you as a close friend. Oh, heart.
Oh.
And then you'll be one of my favorites. And then you can use this
Oh, Jesus.
filter to filter for your favorites. Like Atelier is one of my favorites. So he comes up on my favorite feed. And Warp Shadow.
Okay.
And
Now
Boris.
Boris.
And Brett.
So to make someone
Boris.
my favorite, I need to hit that bell or what? No.
You have to go to their profile.
Yeah.
And then where it says it'll say following because you're probably following them. There's a down arrow. You press that down arrow and a thing comes up from the bottom. And then you have to click the star. Second one down says like add to favorites.
Yeah.
And there you're good.
Okay.
Ta-da.
Ta-da! Flynn has shown you how to be better at Instagram.
Wow. Well,
How to
but
get
this
what you
is
want, rather. How to get what you want from Instagram.
yeah.
If
This is this
Tony has to do Nick's job.
Yep. Don't tell my boss.
this is unnecessarily complicated.
Of course. It's because they want to say that they're still giving you what you want, but they want you to work for it. Because what they really want you to take is just whatever they give you.
Yep. Absolutely right. Fuckers.
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 The other bit I was going to say
Yeah.
was when I go onto Instagram, it does depend on what month it is. So if in like Junestealer and November, I'm checking the hashtags.
Oh, do you follow your hashtags? Because I follow hashtags. Do we know how to do that? Does everyone know how to do that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't bother. I follow them, but I don't. The following them is like the same as because there's no like drop down for like how you can do for the whole people you're following. Hashtags don't appear in that, and when you've got a few hashtags you're following, it throws so many different ones at you. So I actually go onto the hashtag itself, so I can see the posts for it.
Yeah.
So, and then other times it is scroll through it, check the likes, but I actually go through and see who's liked it and what they're posting as well to see if there's anything about their profile I like that I want to see more of.
Interesting.
Rather than just, oh, this person's liked me. Ooh. But the one thing that does annoy me is when someone goes to your page, likes about like 10 posts, and then just leaves it. It's like, have you just liked those posts so you think you'd get a story shout out? I know a lot of other people do.
No. That's not why. Don't assume.
Well,
Okay, don't assume malice when you can just assume ignorance. Don't assume that someone's
they're
like, "Oh, I'm doing this so
terrible
that I'll get a
posts.
story shout out." Like, assume that someone just looked at your posts, thought they were cool, and just like, what else is up? Was on here? Because
Yeah.
like, I'll go to
Yeah,
your
it's,
profile and I'll like a bunch of your posts, and then I'll hit a wall of Space Marines. I'll be like, okay, I'm not following this person.
Yeah. There we go. He's back to normal.
I mean,
But
if
I
they were
mean,
beaky Space Marines, I'd follow you, but they're not beakies, so why would I follow you?
or if I give him two guns and an old helmet, I know you like that one.
What? I don't get that reference.
That's actually from you.
2 guns and an old helmet?
Yeah. So, is it 1 September? I was just posting Space Marines, and you actually commented on there. I don't like Space Marines, but there's something about this. I'm paraphrasing, but I do remember that. It's basically, I got one of the Space Marines and gave him an auto can, well, not auto can, gave him one of the auto bolt rifles in one arm and an old Mark III helmet.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, "Oh, I really like this."
I don't even know what a Mark III helmet is. Like, don't ever assume anything that I've got some devious plan, because I'm just doing random shit, okay? That's what I do on the internet. I just do random shit.
A night helmet sort of thing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't normally like those helmets, but apparently it worked on your model. Don't ever be like, "Ooh, what is Mr. Pink's secret plan here?" Because I'm just randomly clicking stuff on the internet.
We just know he's acting strangely.
Yep, that's me.
Yes. Like
yeah, like, I hate Marines, but this is great.
Exactly. I say that a lot.
Yeah. Don't we all? I don't like Space Marines, but when I look at my cabinet, one half of my 3 cabinets, so 1/6 is full of Space Marines.
I would say that that's just the way of Warhammer, but that is not the case with my cabinets.
Well, when I unpack them and I put them in the cabinets, I was happy to have them there.
Oh, but yours are Chaos Space Marines. Those are those really awesome, like, Slanesh ones you made.
And
your Mantis Warriors are nice.
And my successor, Blood Angel Space Marines.
Oh, I don't know about them.
Yeah, they were the first Space Marines I made when I started working at Games Workshop.
Nice. Were they their successor Blood Angels, but are they red? Or are they a different color?
Red and black, because I originally wanted to make Blood Angels, but then I didn't want to paint all the red.
Yeah.
And thought it would look boring, and so I dubbed for Successor Space Marine chapter and Red and Blood, red and black.
So like more black than a Blood Angel, because Blood Angels naturally have red and black, right?
Let me check. Oh, I don't have them in that cabinet.
Oh, you liar!
I have my very old my first big conversion project in there. My first Slaanesh army.
God, I love those. Wait, I don't know if I'm thinking about your first one or your subsequent one. I just think that you have a Slaanesh army that I love.
Let me.
To be clear, my boredom and hatred for Space Marines is Loyalist Marines. Chaos Marines are interesting.
I actually used a crude head.
Good man, as you should.
So there's your crude head.
Whoa. Whoa, that's so random.
Yeah. They even had names.
Yep.
And that was the mistress.
Ooh.
And there was this story in one of those short story books
Yep.
where I think there was a Slaanesh dreadnought or something like that, where the dreadnought, when the dreadnought went for the final blow, the sarcophagus opened up, and the corpse of the or the living corpse of the fallen space marine in there, like moved out to experience the final blow and the relish and the blah 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 blah.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
And I really liked that idea because it was like, okay, apparently everyone's hiding behind this armor, and how are you going to feel anything in there in that armor?
Yeah.
So I try to make this come out of your armor a theme.
Yeah.
For that army.
Oh, cool.
But this is one of my favorite dudes there. Oh, hang on. Because he no. Focus. Yes. No. Can you see him?
Yes. Oh, he's got a crazy face.
That was one of my first tries in sculpting something with green stuff.
Nice. You mean not plasticine and superglue?
Yeah. So he was pretty venom.
Nice. It's pretty good for a first try.
Yeah, I don't know how old I was then, but yeah. The whole army is basically, well, nowadays I look at those miniatures and the black isn't even dry brushed, it's just black primer and pink on it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but it worked back then at least.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I was looking back at the Golden Demon for 2006 because I was posting that stuff today, and I was like, man, this stuff would not fly today. Like the level has gotten stupid recently.
Yes, the increase of goodness that is shown there is constantly rising.
Yeah, like it's just far more competitive now, which is kind of sad because, like, I don't know. Sure, it means that you have to like train super hard to like get a Golden Demon, but I think they should be a little easier to get. But I know that's an unpopular opinion from our asshole friend in Russia, who says the Golden Demon is way too easy to win.
What does when did Putin comment on?
Different.
Obviously, they've got. I've had a thought. They've got the Golden Demon for like painting.
Yeah.
And you've got the like tournaments for the gaming side of it.
Yeah.
Where's the conversion competition?
Armies on Parade. Well, not really. I guess Armies on Parade is like the theme competition.
Yeah, it's still theme. It's still painting.
There isn't. They don't want you to do conversions. They don't care about conversions. There's no conversion competition. You can kind of get a conversion competition out of tournaments. Like, if you convert a whole force for a tournament, you can win like painting or model awards. Yeah, like best army. If you carry through like a theme and people really like it, I would say that's where you win conversion awards. Like that's where I got my like best army thing for my Junestealer cult. Although like there wasn't a ton of conversions in there, but there was some.
Oh, and Golden Demon, right? Because
a bit. But they like a lot of Golden Demon these days are just people painting like stock models to very high standards.
Okay.
And I wonder sometimes if Games Workshop prefers that they can someone will paint it and then they'll be like, "Oh, here's our model," and someone's like, "I want to get that model," and it's like, "Here it is, right on the shelf. This is that model. It's going to be just as good as that paint job. Good luck."
Like it's just another advertisement.
Yeah.
Thing? Yeah. Oh, that would really suck.
Well, I don't know. Call me a pessimist, but
I think that has been the comment on the Golden Demon competition when I was part of that.
Yeah.
And I can barely remember any model like being a stock model that won back then a golden demon. It was always something sculpted or converted, because most people who do sculpt and convert are, you know, put in the extra effort to paint things well. And yeah, but and especially when you think about a competition, you have like different well, you have just a limited time to, as a judge, to view all the things that are there, and you have to, you know, kind of walk down the aisle and keep in mind what you have seen. And yeah, I think it's something that really sticks out because it's something different than you already have seen. Is something that you will go back to and have a look again at. And a converted model always, you know, will
stand out,
tingle the eye more. Unless there's like the rule no conversions from up front, and then like you go as a judge, go down the aisle and are like, oh yeah, that's converted, so it's disqualified.
That'd be shitty.
But then they should make it a rule. Like, we just want to have like as a painted stock model competition.
Yeah, but unless they don't want to like trigger any controversy or anything, I don't know.
Yeah, of course they don't want to,
but it could be. You're right. Like there is no rule, so maybe this is not based on anything. Until they have a rule, there's no basis for it. So I don't know. Flynn, what are you saying? You're.
It's just, I think from when you guys took part and won the Golden Demon, there were a lot of conversions, a lot of scratch builds, a lot of taking parts from different kits and putting together. And now, for the past few years, it is a stock model, but painted to a really, really high standard.
Wait, but those are like the Slayer Sword winners. Like, are all the winning entries like that though? Like, surely there's some conversion.
If we go back to our crazy Russian friend, that Leviathan Dreadnought is a stock model.
Yeah, with a very like surreally detailed paint job.
Yeah, it didn't win, but it's a stock model.
It did win. What do you mean it didn't win?
No, it didn't win the Slayer Sword.
Oh no, okay.
But it's a stock model. Anything that placed, apart from like the diorama or the dual sections, were all stock models.
Really?
That's
disappointing. So. Shit,
because
that
the
sucks.
diorama, one of them was, I remember that was
Sanguinius fighting that dragon thing.
No, I was going with the Slanesh and the Khorne demon fighting each other. If you were to put the normal models next to each other, it wouldn't work. So you have to convert it to be able to make the posing work. And I don't know if that placed higher up or not. I can't remember, but I just remember it being one of the models.
All right, I've got the thing here. So single miniature 40K stock Jagati Khan. I think that might be a stock. I don't know. They're all like, this is the observation that I made. They're fucking all Space Marines. So we got Jagati Khan, we got some Dark Angel dude got second. I think he might be slightly converted. I don't know. And then third place is a definitely converted Iron Warrior, which is actually pretty cool. But that one's definitely converted that got bronze. That's for single miniature. For squad, stock Sisters of Battle flying people. Stock, I think stock Black Templars. They might be slightly converted, but they're pretty stock. And then some pretty stock looking Blood Angels. The Chaplain might have been converted. Then we got the vehicle category. We got the Forge World Leviathan. We got that Sister of Battle Lord of Terra or whatever lady in her armor. The pose is slightly converted. And then we've got a Imperial Fist Dreadnought. I should just fucking put my phone here. Who cares? An Imperial Fist Dreadnought, which like the pose is kind of converted, but otherwise not. We got gold for large model. I don't know if that's just monolith pieces in the background with the stock model from one of the first new Necron models. Stock Mortarion, possibly slightly converted, and stock Gazgul on a cool base, very well painted, but stock. Single miniature, yeah, they're all stock for Age of Sigmar. Unit, these guys look pretty stock except for these Chaos dudes might be slightly converted. I don't know. Large miniature for Age of Sigmar. Yep, stock cat thing. Stock double, what's it called? Squig dudes. And that looks like a stock Raider Demon with of Nurgle with a really cool banner, but pretty stock. Middle
Stock,
Earth.
you are saying very often stock.
Sorry, it's all stock.
Yeah.
Like the only things that aren't stock are the dioramas. But even the dioramas, like these might be stock models that are just like arranged in a different setting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Interesting.
So if you want to win a gold demon, paint something stock.
Yeah.
Or just tweak it slightly.
No, just to if you want to judge on this, finally you would have to see what else was in store.
Because like the
open competition, we got some conversions. In the open competition, I think that these Grot tanks are converted, but I really don't know. They could be Forge World things. And this looks like it has kind of different weapons. This Dreadnought, I think this Mephiston is larger scale, so I think that's almost all sculpted.
Yeah. It could be the old Forge World stuff and updated.
I would say like in the duel, the crazy Chaos Demon that Sanguinius is fighting is pretty friggin' cool. It's like one of those dragon dudes that came out in Age of Sigmar, but it's got like armor and it's got like an axe. I think that's a pretty cool conversion.
I think that's from Ben Comets.
It is, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Anyway, wow, that's depressing. Yeah, this is all like stock models. But maybe like just they were the best painted? I don't friggin' know.
Yeah, that would be interesting to hear or see who placed his models as well.
Who placed his models as well? What do you mean? Oh, the other people who put them in but didn't win?
Yep. Who entered the competition as well. And if that would really be the case, that would be really sad.
Flynn, can you have a tour through the comments, see what people are saying?
Yeah, so I've got one from Floppy just put in saying is are there any competing miniature sculpting or converting or painting competitions on the scale of Golden Demon? I know there are some. I know there's one that's called like to do with like called paintbrush something. I can't
Crystal Brush?
Called, or like,
Crystal Brush?
Yeah,
because Crystal Brush used to be the competition at Adepticon, and then I think Golden Demon took over. I don't know that Crystal Brush is still happening, unless it happened in other places too, but I'm not aware.
Oh, we could give it a quick Google in a minute. But there's one comment I really want to read out.
Yeah.
Back to when we were talking about Instagram.
Yeah.
It's Brett Evans gone, why has this stream turned into boomer tech support?
Because we're fucking old. Simon and I are not young men.
Yes. And,
well, I can't speak for you, but I'm not a young man.
Brett, I'm really sorry. I was torn if I should try to build something for the monster challenge he put up. But I am not sure that I am going to, if I would make it tonight to build it, I am not sure if I would have the time to paint it. And yeah, as I'm still pending to play my first game of Brawl
Arcane.
Yeah, I'm not building a monster right now, so I was really looking forward to that. To that, take some dice and roll on those sheets and see what turns out. And I will do that definitely, but I won't be able to make it in this competition. But if you have a chessboard and want to play some cool games with wizards, check out Brawl Arcane 28.
Created by Brett.
created by Brad. And join the very cheerful community on Discord.
Oh, there's a Brawl Arcane community on Discord?
Yeah.
Nice.
Which is
Send me the link, I'll post it in chat.
nice. Which is pretty cool because you're giving feedback and being sort of part of how the whole thing develops is really cool. Is like the opposite of what we're talking about, because right now, like, most of us experience tabletop as a black box. You are standing outside and you are just being force fed what comes out of this box, and you have no well, you can write an email, and someone will not read that. But
someone will delete your email. Yeah,
exactly. But there's so many different indie games popping up recently, where people kind of start making their own games, and this is, I think, long overdue.
Yeah.
For example, there's Necropolis 28, which has a very weird setting where everything's dead for 2,000 years, and still there are, necromancers and undead running around. But usually you have like one undead player, and the other one needs to play, high elves or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And there you have warbands of everyone's being dead, which is cool. I really like that setting, and there's also a nice, it's cozy, and the people in those kind of know the people in those communities, and of course you see them in different places as well.
Yeah.
But that even adds to the coziness.
Yeah.
And I think that I really like that trend, because when you make an observation like, oh, this rule, I don't understand this rule, or this doesn't make sense, or how about adding something else to the whole setup? You can write the dude who's making up those rules, and most of the time he says, well, I have thought about it, or I have not thought about it, and maybe I should add or not for those reasons, and then you have an answer.
Yeah.
And you still can do like, okay, you don't want that rule, but I want that rule, and I'm going to add this.
Yeah. And like you can do that with like 40K and stuff. Like you can do like home bake rules, but I guess it's probably more acceptable in this less formal setting.
That's one thing, and you have like it's appears to be so strict with Games Workshop.
Yeah.
So there are all those different rules, like as we said, we are not accepting custom-made or customized or sculpted miniatures for our.
We don't know if that's a rule, but in practice, that seems to be what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe just the best artists only use stock models. I have no fucking idea.
Probably yes.
You're more likely to win. You use
like because like, well, no. Here's the thing. Like, Simon, you've judged this stuff before. You are someone who loves conversion, so maybe that appeals to you, but maybe what appeals to other judges is they're like, oh, I know that model. I know what that model's supposed to look like, but you've taken it to a whole new level. Like, it's kind of like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, when you convert something, people don't know what the base condition of that model is supposed to look like. Everything is new. The paint job, the conversion. I don't know.
I would reply to that the Golden Demon is not judged by one person.
Yeah, right.
So even if I have my favorite artists, and even if I have my favorite kind of painting, style of painting, I would find, or we either agree that this style is good, and we declare someone a winner, or we agree to disagree, and then we need to find a way to argue and work around with that. But just because I like someone or something won't make it win anything.
No, but I'm just wondering if, like, I asked you just because you have like experience, but I was wondering if maybe the judges in general are picking stock models because they know what a stock model is supposed to look like. And
no,
it helps them better judge like a new and different take on it from the paint scheme, but I guess they could judge the conversion the same way. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I'm doing like
for
devil's
example,
advocate here.
for example, you're looking at a blood angel.
Yeah.
What new are you going to expect? He's going to be red.
Right.
So if even and even worse, if someone would paint something green and put the blood angel logo on it, I'm pretty sure he would never win a golden demon.
Yeah, because Games Workshop.
Because everyone knows how a blood angel looks, and people will look at it and be like, so what is this supposed to be? And therefore, it honestly, it feels like a rule, an unwritten rule.
I hope not,
which
but maybe you're right.
Yeah. Well, that's how it goes, kids. It all goes to hell.
Flynn, what else is going on in the chat?
Following on from the last bit, by the way, I have just posted in the chat the Brawl Arcane 28 Discord, so if anyone wants to join it, just click on the link.
Great.
Thanks. So, just to refresh ourselves, Evans said, why stream turned into Boomer tech support? Floppy replies was, we were spurred by the cooperation of the fifth member this week, Brett Evans. Spoiled! And Brett Evans says, yeah, I stopped doing shout-out posts, so I never assume people will do it to me when I like a bunch of their stuff. That's where we talked about people liking a load of posts. It's the same thing for me. Like,
yeah, I never do that, so you're not going to get that from me.
Yeah.
I've seen Hydra do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was the etiquette.
You might be right.
Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Because I've seen it where I've got quite a few people, don't want to go back on something, but I've seen it where someone would like a load of my posts, and then a few days later, they'll like a few more of my posts from back, like from the ones previous to the other ones. And then they'll do it again and again and again, or
maybe they're just coming back to your post and looking. Maybe you're just coming back to your account and looking for more stuff. They're like, oh yeah, there's that Flynn guy I was looking at. Let's see what else he's got. Yeah. But maybe it's also them. I don't know, trying for something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Seriously, how often do you go out and look for a certain artist? Or
usually when it's someone that I already know about, I'm like, hey, what have they done lately?
Yeah. Okay. But it's more of a suspect of you've liked like 10 of my posts for the last like month or two, and then
that's a little weird.
The 10 before that, and then the 10 before that. And
that seems a bit bawdy. Like I'd wonder if that was a bot.
No, I checked the profile; it actually exists properly.
Okay, it just seems like very like formulaic.
You're trying to get a thing, or I've had someone who's advertises their own app or something, whatever it was. Follow me and unfollow me and follow me, and it's like,
really?
You don't really like any
That's skeezy.
You don't really like it. I don't want to call out this person because
no.
I know they're just trying to promote themselves. Yeah. But it's like there are better ways to do it rather than following me and unfollow me, because I'm more likely to get annoyed by it and block you than I am to go and sign up to your app or whatever it is.
Don't do that with me. I don't check who follows me. I don't. If you follow me and unfollow me, I have no idea.
But it's more. When you see the name about 5 or more times pop up, it gets a bit more annoying. I know you just follow me and unfollow me.
I don't even know. Like I have no idea who followed me today. I have no idea who followed me yesterday. I don't. When Simon was talking about like, what do you check on Instagram? I never check who followed me. I might check like who mentioned me in a comment, and like, or comments and mentions, because like Instagram is not good at showing you that stuff. They like you go to your like notifications and it's like 1,000 people liked your post. It's like, I don't care, Instagram. I just want to know if anyone mentioned me. And you can like change. Wait, okay. Boomer tech support. Do you know that part of how to like?
Yes. There's something else there about boomer tech support.
Okay, here's some more boomer tech support for you. So go to your profile.
You can filter your notifications.
Wait, where the hell am I? Okay, go to your home, and then go to your notifications up here, and you're like, oh, here, look, there's a lot of stuff here. What the heck? Oh, look, 1,000 people like stuff. Who cares? Oh, look, Metal Beard Face is trying to get me to mention him in my story. You go to filter here in the top right, and then you choose what you want to see, like comments. You go apply. It'll only show you comments that people have made. And really super annoying about this is the filter is on here in the top. If you like go, oh, cool, I want to look at this comment. It takes you to the comment. And you're like, okay, I want to go back and see the other comments. Oh, it defaults back to Instagram's stupid ass filter. So then you have to go back to the filter again, go back to comments again, go apply, and then go look through the comments to see like which other ones you want to think about. And then the other useful filter is tags and mentions. So if anyone mentions you, if you don't want to miss that, if someone's like asking for your input or something. And then that's another one that I check regularly. Oh, like I hadn't seen that one. But same thing, that if you like look at one of, Juniper mentioned me, and I go to Juniper's post, I'm like, oh, she mentioned me, okay, I like it, whatever. I go back, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna look at what other, and Instagram has reset the filter. So anyway, there's your boomer tech support.
There's going to be a section now on this, isn't it?
We should. Yeah. Oh, speaking of sections, we should get to your section, Flynn. It's Junestealer, and we've been talking about anything but.
Yeah. So before we get there, we have.
Yeah. Oh, let's do some more comment stuff.
Yes, but Tom Wilson has just gone. Has everyone liked the stream yet?
Oh, hi, Tom Wilson. Everyone is definitely subscribed if they're commenting, but please, yes, Flynn, take it away.
Barkheis and Mama Negan, yes, it is that person, or people, or group, or whatever they are.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a bit more comments about competitions. So where am I going to start? So Brett Evans got, if the rules are based on paint job, traitors would be way strong. Oh no, that's not different. So Stoppier said Space Marines could have a tier list based on how punishing a paint job and relatively ineffective rules of each chapter or legion. For example, Lamenters get a pass from anti-Astartes sneering in their opinion, because yellow equals pain.
Well, also Lamenters you have to paint the checkerboard.
Yeah.
But Lamenters are cool.
So you have the pain of the yellow, and then you have the pain of the checkerboard.
Yep.
Yellow is no pain.
So if you want to flex, do Lamenters. What's another punishing color scheme? Like Salamanders, because you got to paint flame stuff? Night Lords, because you have to paint lightning?
That would be easier than checkerboard. Lightning?
Paint Space Marines is a pain.
Yeah, it's boring. Hey, you're not talking about beakies, are you? Because if you're talking about beakies, we're going to have to fight.
Painting Imperial Guard is a pain.
Because there's a lot of them?
And it's not an armored company. Yeah.
And you can't dip them like Tyranids?
No, you can't.
Oh, Jesus. Those swords, man.
What are you painting them? What color are you painting them?
I don't know. I tried to stick as close to your.
Well, I've never painted a bone sword. That's why I'm asking you.
Yes, and I'm actually tempted to paint it bone color.
Do it. Yeah, because I paint my scything talons like same color as my carapace, and I always think I should change that.
Yeah,
do the whole.
So go bone.
Having too much fun with that right now.
Flynn, what else is going on in the chat?
Oh, Flynn is gone.
What?
Yeah, no, what? He's gone.
Okay. I'll take a look at the chat. So Tom Wilson says that sometimes it seems like Games Workshop just uses the Golden Demon as an advertisement, where he said
Yeah.
that one year it seemed like all of the winners were new models.
Oh Jesus.
Uh,
Yeah, I have not been following the British Golden Demon.
yeah. Oh, I think Flynn's back.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just jumping over to get ready for Junestealer.
Nice, you sound really good now.
Yeah, and through the laptop. I'm just gonna get straight in.
I like that Brett Evans said, Mr. Pink, he's commenting on how we responded. So I said, maybe other judges look for different things in a winning model than you do. And Simon responded, nope, not possible.
I'm jumping straight up into getting ready for Junestealer. So while I'm actually on time with you guys,
Oh, yeah, you
before I
wanna
start
go?
lagging,
Hold on.
going out, yeah,
Yeah,
we don't want me to lag out too far.
Let you take
go
it
for
away.
it.
Wait, I gotta do
Alright,
the thing
so-
where it shows you stream. Are you streaming?
Yeah, I'm streaming right now.
Okay, I gotta watch the stream. Hold on. Simon, we're gonna
Yeah.
lose your video for a bit, just so you know.
Yeah.
Ooh! Simon, you're gonna like this one.
Yes.
Oh shit. Hang on.
It's tentacles. I won't spoil the spread. Or I'll spoil the
Oh
spread.
yeah, it's
You do like
tentacles. It looks like
But what's great about this?
Oh, sorry. Let's let Flynn take it away.
Yeah, it's just 'cause otherwise I'll go behind you guys. So this one actually got posted right before we went live. Perfect
Oh,
timing.
nice.
So it's Kristen Williams. What I am going to do is I'm going to quickly jump onto the stream and post the link. So if anyone wants to go from there, which I really like. Also, they did share this before, but they've actually shared all of that, the progress steps, which I
Yep.
really liked about it. So they've got doing the I don't even
Oh,
know
the
what to call it,
membranes, I
but
like
the
that.
flesh layer over the
Yeah.
tentacles. That's the word.
nice.
Then the build, obviously the undercoat, and then going with the one of them what believe is a coconut crab color scheme.
Mhm.
We haven't seen Symbio Joe yet, but we know which. He'll be able to point out which coconut crab that would be.
Aw, Symbio.
So
Love you, Symbio. If you watch this.
hopefully he watches the VOD.
If you don't watch this, I hate you. So
So next up, yeah, we have old Warp Shadow member, creature constructor Sarah,
Sarah.
getting
Nice.
on with their doing their very much playing around with the McFarlane Genestealers, getting a better paint job on the Genestealer than what they've actually done with the
Yeah.
model itself. There's a lot. If you ever seen one of them close up, the red on the claws isn't all the way up. There's a lot of white left to it. There's a lot of bits on it where it's great that we've got action figures and we've actually got Tyranid action figures in the scope of the Genestealers. It's just that it could have been a lot better with the paint job because you look at it's like the orcs really look really good. The there's the Sister Battle, the Necrons, everyone. Just the Genestealers. There's just like not as much done to make sure everything looks as good as it could.
Well, in
For
their
me, with the
defense,
paint
like
job, so
painting
I
armor is
can
a little
see a
easier to
lot
know
of
where you're
people-
supposed to paint stuff. And also, these things are painted by humans. This is something that I forget, that like you can't paint toys with a machine really
Yeah,
that well. So we got to give the humans some credit.
Yeah.
Sorry, Flynn, go ahead.
it's just to me, it's a bit of a wish there was a bit more to it.
Yeah.
Like
Luckily, we
a
can
little bit more
change
care
that
with some of it.
ourselves.
But it does give us
Yes.
the opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So after that, I had Luke 7, who did participate in Junestealer last year.
Ooh.
They've got some more cultists on this year.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nice.
they've got the Icon Ward, and it's giving them a different head, I believe.
Yep.
And who doesn't like a little bit of the feeders?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they've got
No one here.
their Saboteur as well.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
the newest addition to the cult. Was it? What I love is there's the two different head options you've got. So
Yeah.
you can also take that head, put it onto a different Genestealer cult model, so you can actually have some more female cultists, which is something I have later. But
Ooh.
Oh,
up next, we have Deshande, another ex-Warp Shadow member
yeah. If you're not following Deshande, please
who
get on
has
it.
got their Broodlord model, which we had shared. Yeah, we shared their Broodlord model today on Warp Shadow, and this is it fully painted now. So you can
Nice.
see from the humble green stuff sculpting work to where it is now. Go and follow. Please go and follow. I need to actually
Yeah,
get some of these
Deshande is
posts
working on
going
a
to
Screamer Killer right now, which is going to be
here.
amazing. It's already pretty amazing.
Yep. It is.
Oh
It's
yeah,
big.
I'm in awe of it already, and I'm going to be sneaky and give a little bit of a preview from the most recent post today. Go and follow. This is based off our favorite and not the most ugliest model Games Workshop has ever made. One of the most beautiful models Games Workshop has ever made.
Yeah.
We haven't got.
Ooh, my!
We all
I like
know
this
I'm going
one.
with that one.
Oh, that's cool.
Don't need to say anymore.
Big juicy.
Yes. There's even more tentacles.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a bit of tentacles? So I just like this one because it's going more with the. For some reason, it's got more of a fishy feel to it.
Yep.
Obviously,
Yeah.
it's going like formerly the drowned god, now Big Juicy for their patriarch.
So good.
It's I really like it. Also, how they've elongated the tail as well, and also it's not a patriarch sitting on a pipe or crouching on a pipe. Makes it work really well
Good
for me.
observation.
Uh, yeah. Up next,
What the heck?
did I actually share the? Just making sure. Yeah, it is. Up next,
Super cool.
I have. Yeah, you're going to see it in a second. Is Adgar Miniatures, where they have given orcs the taste of their own medicine and looted some killer cans for the
Nice.
Greater Brotherhood. Now, this is something I had never thought of doing, of taking, of looting orc gear, Genestealer cultists, and
I
he's
like
uses those
that.
as, I believe it is for, as, well, it doesn't actually say, but I'd say you could use it as sentinels. And he realised I used it all for my splash, but I haven't got any since. But it's like, I could see this being done as like using it for sentinels. Yeah, I know the theme was anything but miners, but I can see this still working anyway, even if it's not anything but miners. You can have construction workers, or you can see this being used in a mine as well. I think you going to other armies and looting their vehicles works for the cult as well.
I like it.
Me
Because I
too.
can see orcs looting a Ridge Runner, so why can't Genestealer cultists loot orc vehicles?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Then next up,
Whoa.
we have Hydracast,
What?
who is working on his own Genestealer-esque
Interesting.
versions,
Oh, that's very
which
different.
hopefully, when everything calms down and we're able to
Purchase from Russia
purchase
again?
from Hydracast, because unfortunately for them, they are based in Russia. I would love to get my hands on these. Yeah. So I actually just commented on it saying, "Oh, this is it's perfect for Junestealer," and he was like, "You know what? I'm gonna add that into the tags for it.
Nice.
When
Didn't
I
have to do
saw
it,
it,
but
I
really great to see
thought it was
that they
for it.
did. And I can't wait to see how these go, because obviously you can see the concepts kept here.
Does he say whether he did the concept, Flynn?
Pardon?
Might take him a second to catch up.
Okay, I'm going behind a few guys. I'm going to keep
That's okay.
going quickly.
Yeah, go for it.
So there's something new I'm working on. I don't care if these guys are not so good nowadays in previous codexes, but I always wanted to sculpt my own version. And as you can see on the first image, you've got the concept art they do, because they actually do all the concept art themselves.
Nice. I didn't know
So
that.
I'm just going to quickly go onto their profile, because I've seen it where they've shown other concept art of work. So, for example, the warriors here, they've done the concept art. And if I scroll down, I know they've done the concept art for other work, because they do the concept art, hand sculpted themselves, as you can see in some of these other works, and then they go and cast what they've made. So they've done quite a few others. They don't just do Tyranids, or Tyranid-esque models, I should say, but they
Yeah.
have done other ones as well. Up next, we've got Craftsman Jono again. So
One of my all-time faves.
they've elaborated on the post we showed last week, getting a few more close-ups and then even a 360-degree video.
So cool.
With,
Man, that
as
creeps
we
in the
know,
back
we
right.
love
I
the
love it.
creepiness of the skull faces. These just go into overdrive, which are brilliant. So
Yeah. So cool.
I'm gonna get up to a picture. You have no clue where the background is, but I love this one with the Hormigant. It scares the shit out of me. And also, one of the things I love about this is they've got the corridor model, which, if anyone has seen Tactical D-Bags post recently, where he's shown his Necromunda gang cultists. Surprised I didn't get it on the list this time. They are brilliant for it. Like those kits just work together in a way you just don't expect. You wouldn't expect them to work so well. Up next, I have is Roland Pellis with a neophyte Kitbash, and it just is like feels to me like it's an older member of the cult still trying to play their part. It also showed off where is the real their patriarch, which the black and white just works so well because the white has really picked out the detail on the model. And I know, even though it was back from May they posted this, they put the Junestealer hashtag in this month, so it counts the Junestealer this year. I don't care what anyone says. I make up the rules, so I'm going with it. Where is Tactical D-Bags posts now? Because I know he's posted it. I don't know where it is, but I need to find it. Because there we go. Yeah, I understand why. Tactical D-Bag, if you're watching this, please put the hashtag in, because that's why I didn't find it. Tactical D-Bag has been working through the month and been taking the Necromunda kits and combining them with the Genestealer kits. So up first, we've got the corridor added on, which the heads just fit in so well. It's brilliant. Then another post for the corridor kits. Then got the Isha and there's the Delac at the top. And obviously the Ridge Runner. I know Tactical D-Bag's working up a army list for it all. And they've been trying to get some more suggestions for some other units to be added into them from us on the Discord, but I'll leave it there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop streaming because otherwise I will get so far lagged out.
Yeah, you're pretty far behind now. Okay. Thanks, Flynn. Let's see if I can close that stream.
Thank you. That was a great tour.
Yeah, it really was.
And some great stuff.
He may have disconnected to reconnect.
Yeah.
Simon, if you care, your tyrant's like right at the edge of the frame. I don't know if you care though. You don't have to care.
Is it no better?
Oh no, I fucked up. Wait, hold on. Maybe I broke it. No, I broke it. Okay, now it's better. No, my fault. See if I can make it.
Right, we're doing Peter Griffin's laugh.
Yeah, I screwed up. I was like, Simon, you got your model in the wrong part of the frame. It was because I had the frame all messed up.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I'm back now.
Thanks, man. That was awesome.
Nice.
Sorry, I think we said thank you. That was a great tour after you left.
Yeah, I was
Hopefully.
trying to get back in. It's you could tell as time went on. I always continued speaking, and then obviously I just dropped off at one point, and then caught back up.
Your video was weird too. Like you were like looking for people's models while you were talking about different models, and it was like I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, I think my video is going at the right speed, but my voice is getting lagged out.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on there.
Jesus, your setup has been really screwed by the fifth member.
I think the fifth member just lives inside your computer now.
Yeah, he moved and he lives in your place now.
My sacred, my favorite quotation from The Expanse, it's a sacred part of it now.
A secret or sacred?
Sacred. It's when, spoiler alert, when the Mao's, what's his name? Jules Pierre Mao, the guy who's like researching the protomolecule.
Yeah.
And his daughter becomes like the seed crystal for like the whole like protomolecule like infestation.
Yeah.
He's like talking to like the idiot politician on Earth, and he's like, "Listen, my daughter gave her life for this. She's a sacred part of it now." I don't know. I just love it. So that's my like line for when I fuck something up and I just have to accept it. I'm like, well, it's a sacred part of it now.
I really love The Expanse. I watched it like all the seasons in one go, and I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like the whole I have to see the next one. I got to the point of I want another season because you've left a cliffhanger there, but it wasn't a whole what's going to happen next. I got a bit of a drained out of it, I think, but maybe because I was watching it all in one go. But
there are parts of it when the pacing's really good, and there's other parts where the pacing's not great. Like I would say that in the final season, the 6th season, for some reason I feel like it drags in the middle. Like they've got so much they have to do, and yet they're like kind of like dragging their feet, and then they just kind of speed through it all at the end. I'm like, wait, what the hell?
Yeah, that's I think what killed it for me. Like the first and the second season were brilliant.
Oh, I actually like it better in the 3rd and 4th season.
Oh no, for me because it was setting up the characters.
Yeah.
The last season, just with some of the characters and the reveals with Naomi, just
they
were just like I haven't read the books or anything, but these just feel like you just try to move the story a bit more, but it's not a way I would have thought it would have gone because you've not really alluded to a previous history with this sort of area.
Well, listen, I've read the books, and I've read the books and I love the books, but and I loved many seasons of The Expanse, but the 6th season was fine. I did not love it.
Yeah. I was more interested in what was happening on the other planet, to be honest.
Let's not talk about too much, because like if people haven't watched The Expanse and they want to watch The Expanse, it's definitely worth watching.
Yeah.
But what's happening on that planet, so if you watch The Expanse and you finish the 6th season and you're like, yo, what the hell? This doesn't feel like an ending. It's because it's not. There are 3 more books that are supposed to happen after the 6th season, but for some reason, Amazon decided they didn't want to make any more. And if you liked what was happening on that planet at the end of the 6th season, you need to go and get the next 3 books. You don't need to read the first 6.
Yeah.
Who cares? There are very small things that are slightly different, but between the first 6 books and the last 3 books, there's a 30-year time gap. So that resets a lot of stuff. And any like little differences between the timelines are kind of like glazed over by that. So you could literally watch the 6th season of The Expanse, go out and buy the 7th book and just start reading. And if you like Protomolecule, if you like weird shit happening on that planet, you are going to be thrilled with the last 3 books, because it is just like, I loved all that stuff. And I was like, yeah, I want to see more. Yeah, I want to see more. And I started reading the 7th book and I was like, no, put it back in the box. No, I don't want to know. No, this is horrible. Like it takes the whole like alien stuff and just like turns it up to 11. It's pretty cool.
I need to get the audiobook then.
Yeah, do it.
It's easier for me for the audiobook, because otherwise reading gets for me.
What I just love about The Expanse, and I just learned recently that it was designed as a game.
Yeah.
As an RPG.
Yeah. So the way it started was that there's 2 authors, Ty Frank and Daniel Abraham. Daniel Abraham was an already established author, and then he met Ty Frank through an RPG group, because like paper role-playing game, because what happened is that Ty Frank was contracted to develop a massive multiplayer online whatever role-playing game for some Chinese company, but then the video game never happened, but he had developed all this content for it, and he basically had this binder full of content for this world. And what he decided to do was that he made like an RPG that he could play with his friends, like a paper role-playing game, using the material that he developed for this digital like video game he was supposed to help do. And he was playing this role-playing game with people, and apparently Daniel Abraham, who was an established author, sat down with him and he's like, okay, but like, how does the economy work? And Ty Frank was like, well, it works this way. And he's like, okay, but how do they handle this? And Ty Frank's like, well, it works this way. And he's like, okay, but what about this? And apparently they did this for like 2 hours. And at the end of it, Daniel Abraham's like, listen, Ty, you've written a novel. You just don't know it yet. So they work together to develop the role-playing game into a novel. And that's where the books came from.
That's such a cool story.
And coming full circle, they then worked with Green Ronin Publishing to release a role-playing game, which I have on my shelf and I've never actually played.
For that game, for the setting, or
for The Expanse. But it's like they're very direct that it's like, this is not the TV show. This is a different license. It's a different setting. So like they have pictures of the ships, and the ships don't look anything like the TV show.
Okay.
Because they sold the rights for the television, like for screen adaptations to Alcon, and then they still had the rights to the role playing game, and they were able to develop that, but they couldn't do any of the same kind of depictions. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense. Sad, but makes sense.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's the history of The Expanse.
Yep, I learned that, and I thought that's so cool, because it shows like how important networks can be.
Yeah. Flynn, did you log back in?
I'm on my phone now, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh no, I heard like a boop boop, and it sounded like someone new had joined it.
That's what I was a bit like. That's what I heard as well. I was like, what's going on?
Maybe Symbio Joe snuck in. He's tricksy like that.
Good evening.
He'll have his news report anytime soon.
That would be awesome. I love me a Symbio Joe news report.
Oh yes.
The
Looks like
thing-
I'm getting there.
Good. Those swords look really cool.
Yeah,
It's really like you've taken the head off, the spike on the head off. But
What?
it
There's a
really,
head on there.
really works. No. You know, there's like it's got like the spike at the top of the front of the head.
Yes.
Taking it off works so well.
I really like
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that was a good choice,
Yeah.
Simon.
Yeah.
It
Thanks.
works so well. I didn't even notice it wasn't there.
It looks more streamlined. Like it looks more like an eel to me, or something like aquatic this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it takes away the emphasis on the head. Like it's the horn is like a crown. Like, oh,
Yeah.
look at me! I'm having this big, massive thing on my head.
Look at me, I'm a big fancy man.
Yeah, and now that it's gone, it's reduced, and other parts become more important.
Yep.
Yeah. And I've got the best comment so far of Diana saying, "'Tis pretty."
Oh, he is pretty. I really like the magenta. But like Mr. Pink, like shocker. Of course I like the magenta.
Oh, you have a kindred spirit because High Fleet Mantis said that earlier. He likes the magenta.
I heard that,
They
yeah.
like the magenta.
Oh, talking about colors.
Oh, listen, if no one follows High Fleet Mantis, you got to check out High Fleet Mantis's stuff. They've got a really, I think it's a very unique scheme for their Tyranids. It's like a cool combination of like very livid green and like bone and like bright pops of red. I really love High Fleet Mantis's scheme. Provided this is the same High Fleet Mantis that I follow on Instagram.
Yeah. Just a thing, Nick. Can
Yeah.
you, for this stream, leave the chat as like replay of availability? Because I've posted quite a few links in there, and
I have no idea how to change that. I thought that was like naturally always on, but
it was. But recently, the last few streams, it hasn't been there. I
oh, that
don't know why.
sucks. Isn't it
Yeah.
like an option where you can toggle it on?
Yeah, I know you can do that, but obviously I have power.
I don't know. Well, it's yeah. I don't remove it intentionally. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
We need to do Boomer tech support because I don't really know what the hell I'm doing. So I
Yeah.
don't try to take it off. So I don't know why that's
I don't
happening.
know.
Sorry, what's that?
Somewhere in settings is all I know.
Speaking of how am I gonna fix this? This is gonna go horribly wrong.
Oh. I'm not David. In response to like the hard color schemes from earlier, says, "I see your salamanders, and raise you retro salamanders with the tiger stripes."
Oh man, that's a good call. Yeah, salamanders used to have tiger stripes. There's a hard color scheme to paint.
Yeah. Also, the original. I'm not even going to go into that actually, because Nick will fall asleep because it's talking about Space Marines and the original.
Sorry,
Legion.
did you say the word Space Marine? I'm only interested in beakies.
Space Marines.
Oh, these were
Marines.
beakies. These were
Space
beakies.
Marines.
Are you talking about Rainbow Warriors?
Space
Rainbow Warriors?
Because you
Space
talk about
Guard.
Rainbow Warriors, you're going to trigger a whole different Nick Rage.
Oh no! I just mean as in they were one of the original legions. When they talked about like Space Marine legions, they used to be one of the original ones.
I've got a beef
down
with
that
someone who
rabbit
did a
hole.
Rainbow Warrior project because I did a Rainbow Warrior submission and I don't know, weird shit happened. Someone's got
Yeah,
beef with me on
remember that.
Warhammer Twitter over Rainbow Warriors. Yeah, you remember that because you painted their faces for me.
Yes.
I can smell some gas. It's a very well lit room.
What?
What did happen to all that project?
I don't know.
Gaslighting.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Flynn. I see what you did there. Okay. That was part of the questions that I got into this beef with this person about. I'm like, oh yeah, there was this thing, and like I don't even know what really happened to the project or if it even came to anything. But I don't know.
Okay.
I did like the Twitter exchange. I was reading that. That was hilarious. Because This happened. Oh yeah, I remember that bit. This never happened.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, someone else has said it actually happened. Oh. What's the response?
yeah. Well, at least I know that I'm not crazy. Well, at least not in that respect.
Speaking of crazy, did you post a picture of yourself as the Goblin King on Twitter this week?
Oh yeah, have you not seen that? Have I never posted that on Instagram?
No, not to my knowledge.
Yeah, I have a very narrow obsession with David Bowie. That is 100% based on the Goblin King and like a few of the songs he released in the 90s. So people are like, "Hey, you love David Bowie?" I'm like, "Only that movie and these couple of songs." And they're like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Okay."
What about the Babe?
What?
What about the Babe?
You remind me of the
What?
Babe.
Babe.
The Babe with the power.
Babe? The Power?
You guys are not good at this.
I can't remember the lines. I tried to start you off. You could have gone the rest of the way.
well, Hydra got me there part way.
What?
You remind me of the Babe, and then you're supposed to say what Babe, and then I say the Babe with the power, and then you're supposed to say what power.
Power of
Oh,
the Babe.
seriously? Did I play along a game I didn't understand to
You
begin
did.
with?
Good man. Good man. You did. Very well.
Oh, wow. Good.
So yeah, it's David Bowie in Jim Henson's 1986 film The Labyrinth. Possibly popularized recently by Flight of the Conchords on their David Bowie episode, which was amazing. Because in that they say, "Oh, hi David Bowie from 1986 movie The Labyrinth." Anyway, David Bowie plays the Goblin King Jared, and he does a really fucking amazing job in this Jim Henson movie called The Labyrinth.
Yeah.
It's got Sarah Connolly in it before she was famous, in a role that she probably wishes she could forget.
No one will let us forget.
I have a habit of dressing up like Jared from The Labyrinth. David Bowie.
Yeah.
With a big wig that I got in
And it's
Japan.
all, yeah, and it's all done for, what did you call it? Savage Orc guy.
Savage Orc guy, Louis Smudgeon from Warhammer TV Games Workshop, who paints really colorful, pretty stuff. She posted a picture of herself doing LARP stuff.
Yeah.
And I posted a GIF of David Bowie from The Labyrinth being like same energy, and she enjoyed that. And then I responded with a picture of myself as David Bowie, and I haven't actually checked what happened after that.
Anyone? Just a like. No, anything else.
Okay.
Not even by her.
That's fine.
Or them. However, they decide.
The hell? Okay, this is an awkward pose, but I don't care.
I do.
And we got a segue.
I feel like I'm off this conversation.
Don't worry, this conversation is off.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not just you. Flynn's talking about something that happened on Warhammer Twitter. And as I tell most people not to go on Warhammer Twitter ever, I'm not surprised that you don't.
This was this was the fun side of Warhammer Twitter.
Hopefully.
Oh, I'm not even on Twitter, so
good. Better for you.
Probably best.
One of those hypes I refused.
Smart move. It's mostly just arguing. And
cool.
Very few models. Very few models. A lot of talk about models and no actual posting of models.
I have enough arguing at work every day. I don't want any arguing in my hobby time.
Good point.
This sounds weird with all the political things that I sometimes.
We still get some stuff.
But yeah.
Do we need more tech support? Make it more lighthearted?
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Boomer tech support, lighthearted stuff.
I guess that is lighthearted stuff, eh?
Yeah, I'm always torn about, do I want lighthearted stuff or do I want, how much is too much on both sides? Highlighting pink is very hard.
Yep.
Yeah.
To make it look good. You can always apply more pink, but it's not very... What are you working on, Nick? I have no idea.
So I am making a Ogren that looks a little more like human scale. Like, not human scale, but like human proportions, because like Ogrens are very like squat, right?
Yep.
So yeah, this is actually a Junestealer project for my super secret Junestealer project. That it's not just going to be for Junestealer. I'm trying to make something for Armies on Parade.
Okay.
But in keeping with Flynn's theme, it's going to be a bunch of people in non-combat poses.
Cool.
So they might not be non-combat models necessarily, but they will not be screaming and brandishing swords over their heads.
Which is a major change already, right?
Yeah. So for one of them, I wanted to do I want to have a bunch of different also, like, I think feeling like adhering to the sentiment of the theme for Junestealer, I want to do a bunch of different Junestealer hybrids from like different walks of life, kind of like a rabble of a bunch of different kinds of people. So, and yeah, some of them like abhumans, like Ogrins size and other things.
Nice.
Yeah, so last week I cut up. You guys really don't watch the streams when you're not on them, do you?
I do. I saw you cutting up the Ogren, but...
Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, so last week I cut up the Ogren. And then this week I finished I did a bunch of putty work, and I figure I ran out of putty, so good time to work on something else. And now I figured I'd try and string the Ogren together. His standing pose is a little awkward, but I don't really care.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm just putting in some High Fleet Moloch branded bicycle spokes as pins.
He should sell them.
He should. Oh, unfortunately, they're free if you have a bike shop near your house.
Really?
Well, he gets them for free from his bike shops, and I was going to ask my bike shop for them, but then I realized I have a wheel in my garage that is busted, and bike shops do this like really interesting thing. They're like, yeah, so this hub doesn't work anymore. Do you want it? I'm like, yeah, okay. Because I didn't really have a use for it because it doesn't work anymore, but now I can steal spokes off of it for pinning purposes.
Good plan.
Yeah. The only problem with these things is that they're fucking hard to cut. You need big ass pliers to make it happen. But they're amazing pins. Like, they don't flex very well, but if you want to build a giant dominatrix that weighs 1 kilogram, this is what you want to build it with.
My alternative one is you get a dry cleaning done. They normally give it to you on a brand new hanger.
Yeah.
And if you go to the same place quite a few times, you keep getting a lot of hangers.
I hate those.
Just use the hangers as a pin. You just cut the hangers up for the pins.
Yeah, that could work.
They're normally the metal ones.
But they're also like bent sometimes, right?
Yeah, but if you're cutting a smaller piece, it's harder. That's quite rigid.
You're right.
And they're also a pain to cut as well.
Oh shit! What the hell? They are a pain to cut. Not as much as these spokes, but they can be a pain.
Yeah.
Talking about bikes, keep your fingers crossed that
How's your bike?
Get my bike tomorrow.
Oh, is it in the shop?
Yeah.
Is this the first time servicing your bike?
Sorry?
Is this your first time servicing your bike?
No, this is me giving it into the shop to be repaired because it sounds like it's 30 years old.
That was my question. My question is, like, when I said first time servicing, is this your first time getting it fixed?
Yes.
My friend Hydra, you are in for a beautiful surprise. You know why?
Why?
Because you drive a car, right?
Yes.
The first time you get a bicycle serviced and you go to pick it up, you're expecting a car bill. The amount of money you pay to have your car fixed. And then they give you your bill and you just laugh. You're just like, what? That's it? Because it's so much cheaper than getting your car fixed.
You know, this will be the most cheapest fix ever because I'm expecting them to be free of charge.
Oh, is it under warranty?
Yes, because I did ride that bike for 4 weeks, not even 4 weeks, and it started sounding and it made sounds that should not come from a 4-week-old bike.
Ah, gotcha.
Maybe I'm a bit, snobbish in that, but if you pay that much money for a bike, I want this to run a year smoothly, and
Yep.
then
Well, I got lucky with my bike. The bike that I ride, you have an electric bike, which is fancy. My bike is not that fancy, but it has airless tires on it. The tires are solid rubber.
Yeah.
So you don't. The ride is a little rougher than with an air-filled tire, but I've literally pulled shards of metal, like big spikes, out of my tires and be like, I'm fine. And I hate having flat tires, so that appealed to me when I got my bike. But what happened is that what was happening? I think one of the tires was like coming loose or something. There was something weird about like one of the wheels, or maybe it was the actual wheel that the tire was on. And because the tires are proprietary, you can't just like replace the wheel with any wheel. You have to buy a new wheel with a tire, and they don't sell an individual wheel with a tire. You have to buy a set of 2. So this is this is where you get screwed over. You're like, haha, I never have to replace my tire until you have to replace your tire, and then a set of wheels costs $200. But what happened was that my bike was still under warranty, so they paid for it, and then they just gave me the extra wheel. They're like, well, we can't hold on to it. Here, it's your wheel. So now I have a backup wheel for my front tire, which is less useful because it's always the back tire that goes. But yeah.
Nice.
But it can get expensive. That can get expensive if you have to replace your airless wheels. But otherwise, I love them. Like, I love them. The other downside is that they're more slippery on wet surfaces.
Oh, really?
And God help you if you're riding like any you know how sometimes when they fix the pavement or the asphalt, they'll like put like a line of tar in it.
Yeah.
Like if there's like cracks or whatever, they'll just like fill them with a line of tar.
Yeah.
These wheels, I don't know, something about the airless wheels. If there's any line on the road, they like stick to it. Like even running over paint, like the paint, because the paint is slightly raised on the roads.
Yeah.
It can wobble a bit if you're like on the edge of a paint line. So that's the downside of airless tires. But otherwise they're brilliant. So you just have to adapt to wet surfaces. You have to know that they can get stuck in grooves more easily than air tires. And it also makes the bike a little heavier. But otherwise they're great.
Yeah, I'd love to have airless tires. But I feel like I would go with a bike more rough than I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
I feel like I should be more careful.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, because my record is my downhill 61 kilometers per hour.
Holy cow, you're smoking it.
Yeah. But that's my second coffee every morning when I'm coming to that hill. When I reach the bottom of the hill, I'm always fully awake.
Shit.
So, question about your paint scheme. When you paint the carapace, do you paint it black and just add blue ridge highlights?
Yeah.
It's straight black, not very dark blue or anything.
It's pretty much straight black. Like when I start the ridge highlights, the first highlight I put is dark blue.
Okay.
If that helps.
It does. Did you paint the eyes?
No, I paint the black.
Okay.
Glossy.
Good.
Black.
And
good answer, eh? Teeth are just bone.
Okay.
I'm really excited you're doing this, man. Thank you.
Yeah, it feels like I'm painting one of my schemes. Just
I basically ripped off your scheme, so.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get brighter. I feel like I've been so comfortable in my paint schemes that I should challenge myself more.
Yeah.
And yeah, with the last thing that I finished, I tried to put all the colors of the rainbow in. That
Your
was
warrior? Or a different
no,
one?
no. I haven't posted yet.
Oh, your secret,
It-
one of your many secret projects that you can't tell us about, you jammy. You're gonna be the new jammy bastard, you know that, right?
Hey, don't take my title.
You can keep it.
I got the title with blood and power. You decide which.
What's that? Blood and power? Huh?
I got the title with blood and power and fiscal savviness. Only one of those is correct. You have to decide.
I don't get the reference.
That is
Nope.
no reference.
Okay.
Just threat. Pure threat.
Simon,
Yes.
you know how you sent me that message about how you're going to spend all your money at that whatever big toy shop thing?
Yes.
The American thing that has all the action figures?
Yes.
And I sent you back that message being like, "Oh my god, I didn't know this existed." And I sent you a picture of like some door knockers.
Yes.
Those are from The Labyrinth, that movie that Flynn and I are talking about.
Yep.
Wait,
Remember
have
that.
you seen that movie?
I think so.
Oh, so you do know what
Long
we're talking about.
Yeah.
I probably showed it to you because that's what I do.
One tells the truth, one tells the lie.
No, that's a different one. Wait, no. Those are not the door knockers. Those are like the weird like playing card guys who are like top and bottom.
Did you know that there are toys for Alien?
Oh, dude, I may have gotten out a jazz cigarette and just sat there and just looked at that site for like 30 minutes. I know there are toys for Alien.
Yeah, they are really well. Star Wars is nice and cool and everything, but 3.7 millimeter, no inch, Alien stuff. Jesus.
Well, there's like stuff on there that's like $1,200, like real expensive stuff.
Yeah, but they're like the same size as the Star Wars toys are.
Yo! We just got a super chat from High Fleet Mantis. Thanks, buddy.
Ooh, thank you.
Oh, this is first super chat. Wow. Okay. So Mantis, what you normally do with a super chat is that you like ask a question, and then the monkeys over on this side of the line have to jump in our cages and answer your question. So what is your question? Your super chat question, or your super chat request?
Or yeah. Well, with Symbio Joe, it just
Symbio Joe is just an agent of chaos, of super chat chaos. He's a very different character.
Speaking of which, how closer are we with Project Barbie?
Oh, I haven't done anything with Project Barbie.
Are we saving Project Barbie for next year?
I think we'll have to.
Me neither, because I have no idea what Project Barbie is.
Marco never watches this fucking thing. You can
doesn't
tell him.
watch the streams.
Yeah.
We're basically going to get him Barbie's dream yacht.
A what? I didn't.
Basically, you know Barbie, the doll.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we're going to get him one of the yachts for Barbie.
Oh Jesus. So good.
Yeah. I think we were talking about it on stream and he kind of guessed it.
Yeah, we said Operation Barbie and then he figured it out. But I'm guessing he'd forget by next year.
Uh-huh.
Like, most likely we will.
Nice.
Yeah, we should do it next year. Because
Yeah,
like he
we've got
keeps
to
saying he
kill the
wants a
thing
yacht, so we want to
different.
send him a Barbie boat.
Yeah. I think we need to call it something different than Operation Barbie because he got it too quickly.
Yeah.
Chat, any help?
What about like Operation Ahab? Isn't that the thing? Call me Ahab from Moby Dick.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Simon actually made something for Operation Barbie, sort of, but I haven't managed to get it printed yet.
Oh yeah.
It's really fucking cool.
Oh.
And it
That's
won't just be
right.
for Marco, it'll be for everyone.
More
Yep.
stickers.
Sorry?
Stickers. Of course.
So Hive Mantis says, I don't have a question. Happy to support. That's very kind. Thank you, Hive Mantis.
Thanks. Holy cow. This dude has so much space on his back.
Yep. I also love Tom Wilson's comment. I watched Pan's Labyrinth the first time someone told me to watch Labyrinth. I would be concerned, Tom Wilson, if I didn't think that you were like of an age where Pan's Labyrinth is probably like shocking, but would be appropriate. I'd be more concerned if like you told someone with kids, like, you got to get the Labyrinth for them. This is the best kids movie, and then you got Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
That would be a
Although I have to say, you would probably pick up really early that something's going wrong there.
Stop watching. Turn it off. But I don't know, because like the little girl like wandering around.
Yeah, I think isn't it very early on that there's this officer like mistreating the prisoner?
Yeah, you're right.
Everyone said generally the point of operation names is that it is just random, so you can't guess, like Overlord or Paperclip.
Okay, so someone give us an operation name for Operation Barbie that isn't guessable, but is still hilarious.
Maybe High Fleet Mantis can name it for a super chat.
Yeah, there we go.
But I don't know if High Fleet Mantis knows the whole joke.
Also, I see your points, Brett, but I raise you Operation eBay.
Yeah.
No one outside of us lot know what Operation eBay is. We have told Simon. Simon has forgotten what Operation eBay is.
Yeah, Simon like repeatedly doesn't know what Operation eBay is. Simon, do you now remember what Operation eBay is, or have you forgotten again?
Forgotten it again.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
Hey.
I'm a man. Sorry, but I have been standing 4 hours in the sun today.
Oh, that was today. How'd it go? I haven't had a chance to listen to your messages yet.
Okay. Sorry?
How'd your thing go today?
Oh, stressful. Long and stressful. But my art exhibition yesterday was a blast.
Great.
That was amazing.
So, you're out in any bad ways?
What?
I don't want to be like, oh, I'm calling you out in a bad way. I'm just using it as an example for people.
Yeah. Yeah, so the whole story, High Fleet Mantis, is that whenever people send a super chat, when Marco's normally on the stream, he's not on the stream this week, he's always like, we're going to buy me a yacht. Where's my yacht? I want a yacht. A big, expensive boat. So the joke was that we hated it when people sent through super chats, because then all Marco would talk about is his yacht for the next like 5-10 minutes. And the joke is that every time we get a super chat, Marco expects it to go into his bank account so he can buy a yacht. So Operation Barbie is the plan to buy Marco a Barbie's dream yacht, like the Barbie boat thing that you can get for Barbies, and send that to him and tell him that that's his yacht. So that's what we need a better name for, like a paperclip or an overlord for the operation to buy Marco a Barbie boat. So Diana says Tom Wilson hadn't seen Princess Bride until he was in his mid-30s. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Diana, did you keep saying to Tom, think, there's that word again, think, I don't pay you to think? And he went, what?
Or as you wish.
Or inconceivable.
Yeah, that film is so quotable.
Yeah. You know what? I actually saw.
Haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it, Simon?
I don't think so.
It's pretty good.
And even if I would, I wouldn't understand it because in German it would probably sound different.
One of the things that's probably most memorable about it is that it starts off with like a grandfather reading a storybook to a kid, And the kid's like, I don't like fantasy stories. And the grandfather's like, oh, you don't like fantasy stories? Okay, but I'll read a little bit of this. And the kid like, or like it's like romance or something. And the kid's like, I hate romance. And then as he's reading the story, like the movie is you watching the story.
Yeah. Okay.
But one of my favorite lines in it is this guy, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father, prepare to die.
Okay. That's
It's one of the few times when the film is better than the book.
Oh, I haven't read the book.
Yeah. It's like he's only mostly dead. I am the brute squad. There's so many quotable lines in it. It's brilliant. But whenever I try and tell people, like, oh yeah, you should watch the film The Princess Bride, they think of something completely different because of the name, and so won't watch it.
Yeah, because like I think that's the joke, because the grandfather wants to read it to the kid, and it's like he's like, oh, it's called The Princess Bride. The kid's like, oh, Princess Bride. I don't want to read about princesses, but it's actually like this big adventure story.
Yeah. To me, looking at it now, it looks like a group of friends have tried to play D&D, and where it's gone wrong, it has gone wrong at every opportunity until at the end.
Oh, interesting.
It's just what it seems like.
It's a very good movie, Simon, but you should watch it in English.
okay. The Princess Bride. Yes, I will try to keep that in mind.
Get in the call.
For the next time I'm looking for a movie.
Hey! Oh shit, it's late. Yeah, okay, I will start wrapping up the stream.
Yes.
Figure something out? Sure. That's fine.
The suggestions we've gotten for the operation name is Operation Australian Barbecue. And Floppy has said Operation Catamaran Devil.
Okay, that's pretty cute. Because a catamaran is like a kind of boat, but it's also a catachan devil.
Yeah.
How about we take a spaceship from?
Why don't we take? Why doesn't High Fleet Mantis choose the name from the ones that are available? Simon, what would be a princess? What would be a spaceship name?
I don't know. I'm not into
like Operation Sulaco.
Oh, nice.
Simon's all about Alien, and Marco's all about Alien, and he'll think it's something else.
Oh, that's good. That's very misleading. Oh.
Tom Wilson has said they did a recut of Deadpool with the bedroom scene from The Princess Bride. Yep, and they actually used the same actor who played the child. Diana has come in at the end with the likes, subscribe, share, and hit the bell, etc.
Thank you, Diana. I know that all you lovely people commenting in the chat have subscribed because I turned on the porn shields this time. And look, no porn bots.
The Slanesh shields.
Yes, and well, what I'll do is I'll turn down one of the Slanesh shields, the can't comment, can only post a comment every minute thing, and then we'll leave the other one, the subscriber one, up to keep the porn bots out.
Ooh. Floppy has come in with Operation Kobayashi Marooned. Double ship fun.
Oh, I see what you did there. That one seems a little complex. I like Catamaran Devil.
What was the few alien ships? Oh, High Fleet Mantis has come in with Operation Sulaco. He likes, or they like.
Simon, what do you think of that?
I like it.
Let's go with that.
The aliens.
I think it's wonderful misleading.
Okay, Simon, so I had the chat kind of blocking my screen and I couldn't really see what you were doing. I love the skin colors. Oh, but the tubes should be purple, not bright green.
What, you say that now?
Sorry, they're fine. Leave them as is. I also do my weapons bright green, so it works.
Yes, that's where I picked that up.
But with the swords, the bone swords, I'm actually getting like 2nd edition vibes, because bone swords were blue in 2nd edition.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. And I actually don't paint anything blue, so maybe when I point bone swords, I should make them blue.
You don't
Thanks
like
for
glue
solving this.
either.
No. You don't like glue?
It was like,
Nope. Who likes ultramarines?
I know. Forget it.
what I do like, Simon, is you're going like, oh, they're not green. They are now.
Yeah, that's fine. When someone's doing a beautiful job painting a Tyranid for you, beggars can't be choosers, man. But I love, like, the skin tone looks amazing.
Yeah, I like how it contrasts so well.
I also like how dark the black of the carapace is.
Yeah, I mix I mix blue with contrast Talasar blue,
Oh, okay. Interesting.
and that gives it some glossy qualities.
Wait, that's the carapace or that's the bone swords?
That's the carapace.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't get that the Operation Australian Barbecue is because of the term throw another shrimp on the Barbie.
Yeah.
Brett does not approve.
Yeah. There was one last bit I wanted to say about the contrast paint before we sign off. One thing I liked about it this time when they showed it off, they actually used different models. Last time it was just all of the Space Marine models.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Worst.
So
Although, like, why did they put
also,
Leviathan purple on a fucking Tyranid?
they did. They put it on a Junestealer.
Wait, no, I thought it was on. Oh, I thought it was on Slanesh, but I was wrong.
No, because they had the Celeste paint as well. It was it wasn't the best. It executed all right, but I think they could have executed a little bit.
Yeah, it's a bit
more
gloppy.
so. No, because they put all the models in like a group shot together and then try to pull out of what it was. I think it would be better if it was like a side by side sort of thing. So
yeah.
Hey ho.
All right, listen, I gotta run. This has been fun. Thank you, Flynn, for dodging your fifth member issues, and thank you for doing the Junestealer summary. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you for rearranging everything to make it work.
Yeah,
for
damn
me,
well better be happy. Things might start getting a little squirrely. I'm going to be okay to stream next week, so we're going to do the North American stream. But after that, my brother is visiting, and then Simon will be visiting, so I got to see how that affects stream stuff. I'm also not going to be available to stream on the Friday, July 1st, because that's a holiday in Canada, and I'll be doing stuff with my family. But, yeah, we'll figure something out.
Summer break.
I think more likely I'll move the stream to a different day, because, I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Anyway, yes, thank you both so much. Simon, I'm so excited that you're painting that sexy Tyranid.
I'm glad
What is
that you
the
like
magenta you're using?
Purple Warlock purple from Game Color.
Shit, do I have that? I want it. Anyway, okay, I should go before Claire, before I get toasted by Norn Queen. All right, thank you, everyone in the chat. Thank you so much, Hive Mantis, for the generous super chat, and thanks. I think we're gonna go with Operation Sulaco. So that will drive Marco crazy because he'll actually care because it's an alien thing, and yeah, he'll have no idea what the heck's going on. So I'm glad we came up with that. Wait, who actually suggested Operation Sulaco?
I think you did.
Me? Oh shit!
That was you.
Oh, that was brilliant! Who did that? Oh, it was me, of course. Okay, I would have gone with Catamaran Devil otherwise, because that's pretty cute. But yeah, as Diana says, please like, subscribe, share the stream if you think other people might like it, and please hit the notification button. Also, Diana and Tom, if you guys want to be, we created a Discord because I was forced into it. If you guys want to be on the Discord, it's just Creature Conference people. Mostly it's talking about Tyranid junk, but yeah, if you want to be, send me a message on something. Either, I don't know if you guys are both on Instagram. I can never keep track of whose Instagram is what. But yeah, send me a private message on Instagram and I can hook you up with the link and we can get you in if you're interested.
Awesome.
All right.
I love how you say forced into it when you're loving the fact that you've got a Discord now.
I don't. Who said I'm
Nothing going on
loving?
there.
It's like a constant source of stress. I'm like, oh man, I haven't looked at the Discord all week, but you guys just make it happen yourselves. You entertain yourselves, so that's you don't need me. That's fine.
But we also manage ourselves,
Yeah, which is good.
which is what you were worried about.
Well, yeah, because what I was worried about is that I probably would not be making enough time to manage. So I'm glad that it's not a lot of micromanagement required. Although I do wish sometimes that people posting on the Discord, like if you're posting a painted model, like post like 1 or 2 pictures. Like you don't need to post 8, especially if you're like just gonna go post it on your Instagram later and post 8. Like you can post like 2 and be like, hey, here's my Instagram post about it. Go check it out. But that's a personal thing.
Damn it! I have a butterfly in my room.
Okay, I'm gonna go. You go deal with your butterfly. Thanks everyone. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. Stay healthy.